So it's all over here against Bangor. It was one of those games today. Previous performances that was much better today.
Yeah, obviously Tuesday night, I thought we battled extremely hard against Anna, comparing them to previous games against them. So we just challenged them again that we're going to need the same again, plus a wee bit more when you're playing the league leaders. But look, I can't fault the guys. The guys are in there. Some of them are dead in their feet because they give absolutely everything. And look, that's all we can ask. Could we have scored a couple of goals? I think we probably could have, but they battled their socks out and went toe to toe with Bangor. I'm not sure when the first goal was scored, but we were certainly asking the question, and I'm sure it's a relief for Fino and Dougie that they eventually got the breakthrough late on, and then obviously the second one is right in the last minute of injury time, and I think it's just tired legs and a wee bit of class from the striker to beat the boys out in the corner, but. Look, I can't fault the guys. I thought they battled extremely hard. They certainly asked the question, and if we just had that wee bit of extra quality in the final third of the pitch, we certainly could have scored. Whether we had won the game or not, I don't know, but we certainly should have scored at least one goal.
I was looking at Bangor. Bangor obviously going for the championship and in a battle with the Welders as well. They lost today, but it was a game there. We'd walked away with a point. We would have deserved it.
I don't think anybody would have had any question about that. And as I say, Tuesday night, I don't think we deserve to be beat either. But that's the small margins in this game and in this league, and that's the quality is there when if somebody's having an off day and they miss a couple of chances, then when they do get one, they generally stick it away. And it happened on Tuesday night. Stevie Murray didn't have too much to do, and then next thing he scores a header and it's a goal. Arthur's today probably had two or three chances. Before, and then eventually he gets the header and scores a goal. One of the few occasions he had a free header and he scores a goal, which the guys are disappointed, the defenders are disappointed that they got that opportunity, and when you just switch off for a couple of seconds in this league, you can't get punished. At the other end of the pitch, we're just gutted that we didn't ask the question. We didn't test the keeper enough, and we had enough quality, enough balls in the box, enough opportunities playing down the sides to ask the question, and we're just annoyed at that. But as I say, when we put them out every week, all we can ask them is that they give everything for the shirt that they're wearing, and I don't think anybody will argue that they certainly did that today.
And finally, we're coming into the split now. We have one game still to play against Newington. They are fighting for their lives at the bottom, but they have made a big win today against the Welders. Difficult. We've played Newry. They were difficult. They're fighting for their lives. It's another difficult game for us against a team that really needs to win it.
Yeah, absolutely. And we did see last Friday night, and I said that last Friday night that we were extremely lucky to get a point from Newry, and I've no doubt Newington have been a thorn on our side a few times, and I don't see next Saturday being any different. They obviously had a fantastic result today, but they're probably going to need to back that up with more points to get on the board. Look, even though we're guaranteed top six, that's immaterial. Look, it's in our DNA to do well at this club. The players aren't just playing out the season for the sake of it. We're wanting to finish with as many points on the table as we can. So hopefully we can get a couple of injuries back. I mean, we had 6 players out today and 1 suspended. So that's a massive hit out of a small squad. So the guys that went out there and done the shift, we can only praise them for their commitment and effort. Hopefully we can get a couple back for the weekend, and we'll see how we get on against Newington.